Good morning, happy Monday. We are going to get started with power yoga. So all you need is a towel today and your mat, okay? Water would be a good thing. I'm going to turn everybody on Zoom because you probably can't see me yet until I turned on. All right, there we go. So welcome, good morning. It's Monday, 9:30. I have a few different things we're gonna do today if you have a towel. So power yoga with core. I hope you are doing well. And the weather's changed a little bit so we can get outside. So we're outside today. So hopefully maybe you've joined me outside. So let's start off. I'm gonna just try to give everybody a few minutes. I have background music playing. If you wanna play different music, feel free. I'm gonna, looks like everybody's already muted themselves. Gosh, you guys are so good on Zoom now. You know how to mute yourself. Matt Waldron just stuck out his tongue at me. Laurie, I love you. All right, so we're gonna get started. All you need is a towel. So it'll be about an hour, give or take. I actually have a clock now, so I can look at the clock. Matt's got a big towel. All right, so we're gonna get started. I'm going to mute everyone on Zoom. Welcome and happy hump day. So let's start off in downward facing dog. So keep your towel close by. And go ahead and pedal your feet. Connect with your breath. And maybe look right and look left. Look at your hands. Take a moment, look at your hands. Make sure your fingers are spread wide. You want to make an L with your index finger and your thumb. Your pinky's almost touching the edge of your mat. And we're going to come out to a high plank. So we're going to engage core as we go through our flow today. Remember, you are on your mat. This is your practice. You do your thing. You do what's right for you. So we're in this high plank. We're looking straight down between our hands. If you want to drop to your knees, drop to your knees. The key to when you go to your knees is to make sure your knees are further away from your hands. So don't bring them close to your body. Good. Now you're going to walk your right hand forward about 3 inches, your left hand forward about 3 inches. Walk your right hand back, your left hand back. Left hand forward, right hand forward, left hand back, right hand back. Remember, engaging core here. Right hand forward, left hand forward, right hand back, left hand back. One more time, left hand first, then right, then left, and right. Press back, down dog. Now bring your feet a little bit closer to your hands. Come to the balls of your feet. Drop your knees 2 to 3 inches away from your mat. Now look to your hands. Walk your hands out. Walk them back. Now touch your right hand to your left knee, your left hand to your right knee. Now repeat it on the left side. Left hand forward, right hand forward, left hand back, right hand back, left hand, right knee, right hand, left knee. One more round on each side. So it's right, left, right to left knee, left to right knee. You should feel this in your legs too. Left hand forward, right hand forward, left hand back, left hand, right knee, right hand, left knee. Walk those hands back, down dog. Hopefully you're getting warmed up. Press your chest towards your toes. Feel that length in your spine. Come back out to your high plank. Woo! Let's stay here, shoulders over top of your wrists. You're on your tips of your toes, or the balls of your feet, or you're on your knees. You decide. Take 3 more breaths. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Connect with your breath. And now you're going to slowly lower it down so that you're on your stomach. Grab your towel. You're going to take your towel. You're going to hold it as wide as you can. You're going to bring it forward. You're going to look down. Keep your toes tapped to the floor. You're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Like a version of Spider-Man, right? One more. And now lower your hands to the earth. Lower your forearm to the earth. Take your knees the width of your mat. Take your heels to touch. Lift your legs off the earth. And then lower. Lift up and lower. Lift up and lower. Lift up. One more round. One more round. Good. Now both at the same time. Lift your arms. Lift your legs. Up and down. Now if it's too much, then alternate the hand and the legs. 2 more. Take it all the way up and hold. Little presses to your ceiling or your sky. Press, press. 4 more. 3, 2, and release. Flatten the legs to the floor. You can release your towel to the side. Hands come in. Slowly rise back up to your high plank. Down dog. Just a few different moves today. Hopefully you're getting warmed up. Big toes to touch. Take your right leg straight back. Go ahead and circle the ankle around. Feel nice little circles. Open up the joint there. Good. Now you're going to bring your knee into your nose. Now take it straight back. Lift it up and look forward. Bring it back, knee to your nose. Take it straight back, look forward. So bend that knee, push the toes towards your ceiling. Press your hands into your mat as if you're pushing the mat forward. Feel that in your shoulders, look forward. And now release that right leg back down, down dog. Big toes to touch. Take your left leg straight back. Circle that ankle around. Open up the joint. And now we're going to do the same thing we just did on the right, on the left. Knee to your nose. Take it straight back. Lift your left foot to the ceiling or the sky, but look forward. One more time. Knee to your nose. Take it straight back, look forward. And now lower that left foot down, down dog. 2 deep breaths here. On your next exhale, look to your hands, step or float to the front of your mat. Half lift, fold, rise up. As you rise up, reach up, maybe reach back to the back of your room. Fold forward, half lift, ground your hands in, walk back, hold your high plank. Woo. Just this time, walk your right hand to the center, grab your towel. Woo. Good, reach it all the way up. I'm not really sure why we grabbed the towel. Sounded really good. Sounded good, like we're waving the white flag. You can drop your white oh dear, I had a thought in my mind and there it went. Reach that top arm forward to the front of your room. Lift your top hip up. Good, come back around. Switch hands. Left hand will go to the center. Don't grab your white towel. Not sure where my brain's going to go today. Reach that top arm. Lift that top hip. And then reach your hand to the ceiling. Lift that top hip. Come back, high plank. So every time I flow, I try to change up Vinyasa. You can Chaturanga, up dog, down dog, or you can do what I'm going to do, which is 3 Chaturangas to up dog to down dog. You do whatever feels right for you. Just because I'm doing something doesn't mean you should do it. Right? Didn't our moms tell us that when we were little? Just because so-and-so's doing it doesn't mean you do it. Woo! All right, sun salutation A. Let's do it. Look to your hands, step or float. Half lift. Fold. Rise up. As you rise up, reach back to the back of your room. And now fold forward. Take a half lift into your high plank. Get there however you want. Vinyasa, back to your down dog. So we all get back to down dog. We all take a couple deep breaths. Connect with your breath. Our breath is different. So when we get to our down dog, we start that breath, deepen it. It doesn't matter if you get there before others. Just do your thing. 2 times through, look to your hands, step or float to the front of your mat. Half lift, fold, rise up. Make it yours. Fold forward. Half lift, into your high plank. Vinyasa, back to your down dog. Last time through. So take 2 deep breaths and then do 1 more sun A. Make it yours. And then find your way back to down dog. To sun B, look to your hands, step or float, half lift, fold, come into queen chair, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. So lift the arms overhead. See if you can lower your hips, pull the core in. So you might be here, still awesome. Do what you can do. If you can use that exhale, your exhale, to lower your hips down towards the floor, you'll feel it a little bit more in your legs. Wiggle your toes. And now release, fold forward. Take a half lift into your high plank. Vinyasa, back to down dog. Step your right leg through, warrior 1. So take your hands to heart center. I want you to twist over to the right. So the left elbow comes to the outside of your right thigh. I want you to twist so much the outer edge of your left foot comes off the earth. So once you're in prayer, okay, so you've twisted, you're in prayer, you want to get your thumbs to your heart center. So you lift your chest away from your right thigh. Yes, you look awesome. Stay in it. Use your exhale to lift your chest a little bit further away from your thigh. And now release your hands to the front of your room. Drop your chest to your right thigh. So now we're going to use our core and our right leg to rise up. So slowly lift your body up. Reach your hands up, maybe back, keep that right thigh parallel to the earth. And then release, Vinyasa through, make it yours. Go to your left side, step your left leg through, warrior 1. Hands to heart center, twist over to your left. So this is awareness. Maybe you're a little tighter on this side. And then lift your heart. So you might have to position that right elbow a little bit deeper over to the left side and lift your heart. Awesome. You look amazing. We're breathing. So if your feet aren't wobbling, I want you to go deeper in so they are. Yes, make your feet have to do work there. Get them stronger. Release the hands to the front of your room. Chest is to your thigh to start. Left thigh is parallel to the earth. Use your core in your left leg to slowly lift your body up. As you come up, reach up, maybe reach back to the back of your room. And then release, Vinyasa, back to your down dog. Take one deep breath. We're gonna put that together in a flow. Look to your hands, step or float to the front of your mat. Half lift, fold, queen chair. Big toes to touch. Shift the weight back under the heels of the feet. Lift your arms. Relax your shoulders. So often we reach and we create tension. Relax. Get a little lower. For 3. And now release, fold. Half lift into your high plank. Vinyasa back to down dog. Step your right leg through. Warrior 1 flow. Right and left. Vinyasa through. Go to your left side. Step your left leg through. Warrior 1 flow. Release and Vinyasa back to your right. Warrior 1, right and left, one more time. Go your own pace. But non-negotiable your form. Don't rush and have bad form. Woo! And then find your way back to down dog. In this queen chair, we're going to grab our towel. And I actually know what we're going to do with it this time. Woo. Press your chest to your toes. Super strong. Look to your hands, step or float. Maybe grab your towel, half lift. Fold, and you're going to come up in your queen chair with your arms overhead. Now be careful, because as people lift their arms over their head, they start to, and I'm going to do it, start to arch their back. Tuck your belly button in. Woo. Now drop the arms to chest level, and then lift it back up. Oh, there's that sunshine. Lower it down to chest level, and bring it back up. The wonderful thing that started to come back to Baltimore is the humidity. I love it. One more. Open your heart. Woo. And now release, fold forward. You can toss your towel. Take a half lift into your high plank. Vinyasa, back to your down dog. Step your right leg through. Warrior 1. Open up to Warrior 2. So bend that right knee so your right knee is over top of your right ankle, but press the right knee out towards your right pinky toe. Reaching the arms. Hopefully you're warmed up now. Good, now just 3 times, okay? A little different than we normally do. You're gonna let your left hand go behind your back. You're gonna flip your right hand up so your palm is up. You're gonna straighten your right leg, but come onto the heel of that right foot and reach back. And then go back down. But the idea is, as you go back into that leg, you bend that right knee a little bit more. But don't bring your torso forward. Hold here, so my shoulders are right over top of my hips. Now from here, I'm not gonna straighten that right leg, I'm just gonna reverse that right hand.
So you're pushing the palm of your hand to the back of your room, fingertips to the ceiling of the sky. Draw your left shoulder back, and then release.
Woo, felt that. Vinyasa to your left side. Left leg's gonna step, warrior one, and then you're gonna open up to warrior two. And again, check your body. Left knee is over top of the ankle. Left thigh is parallel to the earth. Your right hand's gonna tuck behind your low back. Left palm's gonna face up. Straighten your left leg, come onto the heel of your left foot. So this should feel good. And then as you exhale, you get deeper into that front thigh. So lift those toes off the floor as you straighten your left leg. Yes. Match your breath, hold here. And again, returning your shoulders over top of your hips. Your right shoulder drives back. Now you're gonna reverse that left hand, stay in your front thigh. Reach straight up, feel your rib cage. Reach for the ceiling. And release. Vinyasa. Back to your down dog. We are going to put that together in a flow. Woo. Here we go. Remember, go at your own pace. Look to your hands, step or float. Half lift, grab that towel, fold, queen chair. Now start right here. Towels out in front. Now you're gonna drop your chest to your thighs, reach your towel, keep reaching it forward. Lift back up, so you're gonna keep your towel right where it is. Keep your arms reaching, but pull the towel apart. Drop your chest to your thigh. So I want you to feel something in your shoulders, so pull that towel apart as you lower down and you lift back up. Two more. Lower down, let your chest kiss your thighs, lift back up. One more. Lower down, squeeze those knees together, lift back up, hold here for 4. Squeeze your, pull your towel apart, feel that in your shoulders. Good, and now release, fold forward. Half lift into your high plank. Find your way to down dog. You're gonna flow through, so step your right leg forward, warrior one. Open to warrior two, reverse, and then release. Flow through, same thing on the left side. And then find your way, do it one more time, right and left, one more time. Stay with your breath. We call it a flow because we're flowing with our breath. Everybody's breath is different. After you complete the left side, come back to your down dog. Just hold space there. If you're there before we are, play around. Smiling. We are doing yoga. Woo! What a fabulous day. So I want to hold this down dog for 3 more breaths. I hope you can hear the music, the birds. Now take your big toes to touch. Take your right leg straight back, bend your knee, open your hip. Feel free to flip over. You can lift straight up, or you can reach back. Flip on back. Right leg goes straight back, 3-legged dog. Right knee, right tricep. Right knee, left tricep. Right knee, right tricep. Right knee, left tricep. One more time, right and left. Take your right leg over to the left. Right hand comes to the center. Spin it around. Open up. Release to a high plank. Right foot's hovering the earth. Right knee, right tricep. Left tricep. Right. Now keep going. Windshield wiper. Across. Look in between your hands. 4, 3, 2. High plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Big toes to touch, left leg goes straight back, bend your knee, open your hip, flip over. Again, reach up or reach back. You decide. Come back to your three-legged dog. Left leg goes all the way back. Left knee, left tricep. To your right tricep. Back to your left, back to your right, one more round, left, right, left leg shoots over to the right, right arm reaches, spin it around, open up, ha. High plank, your left foot is gonna float, so it's a high plank. If you need to drop to your right knee, drop to your right knee, left tricep, to the right. Windshield wiper across. Go your own pace. You might be on low for your windshield wiper. You might be on medium. You might be on high. Do your thing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. High plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Awesome. I hope you're warmed up. Big toes to touch. Take your right leg straight back. We did this in the beginning, okay? We're gonna change it up a little bit. Bring your knee to your nose, round your back up. Come to the ball of your left foot. Now take the leg straight back, bend the knee, lift the foot to the sky, look in between your hands. Now shift the weight, knee comes into your chest. Keep looking forward though. Step it through, deep lunge. Keep the left hand next to your right foot, reach your right hand. Start to take the weight off your left hand, come all the way up. Left hand reaches forward, right hand reaches back. Look to your right hand. Open up, warrior 2. Flip your right hand, reverse. Right forearm to the top of your right thigh. Left arm's gonna reach. So create length here. Don't crunch in. Right knee outside to your right piggy toe. Always smiling. Yes, yes. Reach that top arm forward. Now reach your right arm forward. Yes, try not to move. Don't move your lower body. Just twist and look underneath your left underarm. Keep your right knee out. Yes, good. Come back to warrior 2. Now you can do a half bind or a full bind. Half bind, your left hand comes around. Okay? Full bind, your right arm goes under. If you get the bind, lift that top shoulder. You can walk that back leg forward. And you don't need to do any of these things. You can stay on 2 feet. Lift your top leg. Or if you're standing on your left leg, you're lifting your right leg. Take 3 more breaths. And then find your way back to warrior 2. So those are all just suggestions. You can
do any of them. You don't have to do any of them. Add or subtract. It's your practice. Look between your middle finger. Lift that left hand higher. Bend that right knee more. Good. We're going to flip our right hand, reverse it, straighten your right leg. Come to the heel of your right foot. Look up. This should feel good. And now release back to your high plank. Vinyasa, back to down dog, however you want to get there. Big toes to touch. Left leg will go straight back. So just as we did on the right, your left knee comes into your nose. Come onto the ball of your right foot, round your back out. Yes, you guys look amazing. Take it straight back. Bend the knee, lift the foot up, look forward. Now shift the weight, bring the knee into the chest. You should feel this in the low part of your core. Look forward. And now step your left foot through, deep lunge. Right hand comes next to your left foot, left arm reaches. So we want to use our left leg to do the work in our core. So release the weight on that right hand and start to rise up. Left hand reaches back, right arm reaches forward. You're going to look back to that left hand, but stay in this front thigh. A little twist. Open up, warrior two. Good. Woo. Flip your left hand, reverse, left forearm just brushes your left thigh. Your right arm reaches. Start to reach your right arm forward. Try not to move any other parts of your body, just that left hand joins that right. Look underneath your right underarm. Back to warrior two. Now half or full bind. So your right arm comes around. Your bind is here at the left hip joint. Left arm can go underneath the left leg, or it can stay right here and you can open up. If you're taking it up, your back leg, your right leg's going to come forward. You can stand on your right or your left. And remember, the idea with yoga is to pay attention to your body. Sometimes we're in a class and we try to mimic what someone else is doing and we're not doing what we should do. When you're at home, you're going to do what you should do. Pay attention to that and see what feels right. And then return back to your warrior two. And now you're going to want to straighten your left leg. If you don't want to straighten your left leg, then I want you to commit more. Feel something. Feel something in that left leg. Look in between your middle finger. Yes, you guys look amazing. Yes, you should feel something. If not, get deeper in. Lift that right hand a little higher. Yes, that always falls down. Lift it up. Keep it engaged. Now you're going to flip your left hand, reverse. Come to the heel of your left foot. Look up. You should feel a great stretch along the left side of your body. And then release. And vinyasa back. Find your way to down dog. What's it look like for you? Almost done with the warm-up. Almost. Almost. Come back to your high plank. Walk it to a forearm plank. So we're infusing that core again. So you're on a forearm plank. Make a fist with your right hand. Take it to your left elbow. You're going to turn to your left. Relax that right hand. You're going to drop your hips down. Lift them up. Drop them down. Lift them up. Feel that sunshine. 4 more. So much easier when the sun is shining. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Forearm plank. Now in your forearm plank, if you need to drop to your knees, same thing as the high plank. Keep them away from your forearms. Look in between your arms. People tend to look back at their feet.
Keep that length in your spine. Now make a fist with your left hand. Turn to your right. Relax your left hand. Drop your hips and lift your hips. Feel your obliques doing all that work. Super strong side abdominals. One more. Forearm plank. Hold your forearm plank. Relax your hands. So if you're more advanced, you could walk your feet closer to your hands. You could go up into a dolphin stand. You could do dolphin push-ups. You could fly up to a dolphin stand. This is your practice. You are in your home. Do what works for you. The forearm plank is what's calling you, then stay in that forearm plank. 8 more breaths. You guys look awesome. I love it. Smiling. 4 more breaths. Here we go. 4. And now this is a hard transition. I want you to try. Some things are really super hard and we do them better than we think we can. You're gonna go to a high plank, Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Big toes to touch, right leg goes straight back. Lift that right leg a little higher. Yes, walk it through. Deep lunge, fingertips to the earth, look forward. Good stretch in your left hip flexor. So I'm on the tip of my left foot. Maybe on the ball of the foot. Gently drop that left knee to the earth. Flatten that left foot. You're gonna reach all the way up. And now some of you will have the flexibility to go back further. Do you? Back to center, so you're reaching your hands straight up. I'm gonna lift straight up the flat part of my foot. You can curl your toe if you prefer to do that. And I'm gonna flip it around. Hands to heart, twist to your right. I like that stretch on the top of my foot, because the top of my foot gets a lot of work. That was just a stretch. If you don't like it, don't do it. Twist to your right. So again, thumbs to heart center. So as you twist, your left elbows to the outside of your right thigh. And I want your feet to be wobbling. So all 10 toes are facing the front of your room. So if it isn't wobbling, go deeper in that twist. Yes, we're here to get stronger. Split your hands or bind if you're going there. Back up to your crescent lunge from wherever you are. And so my shoulders are over top of my hips. I'm pressing my hips forward, reaching all the way up. Go into that half crescent lunge. So I shift, the movement comes from my left leg. I shift halfway forward, and then I'm just push off an extended warrior. So I'm reaching my arms to the front of my room. My left leg is lifted, my left foot is flexed. Reach the hands to the back of the room, airplane. So an airplane, palms face down, shoulders lift up and back. Really engage that core. Hands to your heart. Standing split. So here's an opportunity for my handstanders. Pop up. If you don't want a handstand, then you're going to grab your right ankle and lift that left leg a little bit higher. Take 2 more breaths. And now fold forward to the top of your mat. Take your arms. Wrap around the backs of your legs, grab opposite elbow. Bring your nose to your knees, chin to your chest. And then release. I want you to come to a plie squat. If you took my class last night, you're gonna kill me.
Slowly come up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go down. 4, 3. Good. Come back up. This time, come all the way up into the balls of your feet. Go down. 4, 3. 2 more. Balls of the feet if you like that. Don't do it if you didn't like it. So you don't have to do what everybody else does, right? You do what works for you. Good. Go back down. So you're either going to stay here or you're going to drop it. You're going to go to crow, deep squat, handstand, headstand. And then release it and find your way back to down dog. I hope I remember what I did. Those of you who take my class in the studio, you know I do all these things. I just kind of go with it and then I'm like, oh, I hope I remember. Big toes to touch, left leg goes straight back. Step it all the way through, deep lunge. So come to the fingertips. I want you to feel this great stretch. So shift that heel back, the right heel, and look forward. This is for your hip flexor. You're gonna gently drop that right knee, flatten that right foot, lift the arms overhead. So again, depending on your flexibility, how far back you go. It might not be as far as you did the first time. Take 3 breaths. Come back up, reach. So I want you to feel your ribs come away from your abs as you reach up. Come on to the flat part of your foot if that feels good. Don't do it if it doesn't. If you're where I am, flip it around. Hands to your heart, twist to your left. So again, as we twist to the left, my knee is over top of my ankle, my right leg is straight. I'm lifting my chest away from my thighs. It's a lot. My goal is to get my thumbs back to my heart center. If you want to go further, go further. Awesome. I love it. You look amazing. Keep smiling. Hard transition, release gently, come back to that crescent lunge. You want to straighten this left leg, try not to. Reach all the way up. Half crescent lunge. Now remember, that shift came from that right foot. Push off with the left foot, extend your warrior. So as you go into this front thigh, that right leg lifts up, flex that right foot, arms reach forward. Slight bend in your left knee. Change the body, shift those hands back. So now the weight is back, palms face down, shoulders are up. Hands to heart center, back to your standing split. So again, if you want to hop up, go for it. One little technique that helps is if you take the foot that's on the floor and touch the opposite thigh, it will allow you to get your hips up. Two more breaths. And then find your way to down dog. Or forward folds, sorry. I knew I'd mess up. And I think I messed up before, but that's okay. Separate your feet, arms around you. Grab your shins, fold forward. So when you forward fold, most often people drive their chin away from their chest. Bring your chin to your chest, tuck it in there. Then it'll help you feel a better stretch along your hamstrings and your spine. You guys look amazing. I love it. Stay with me. And then you're going to release, come back to the center of your mat. One more time with that squat. So we're going to do little presses here. So the style of yoga I teach is a power yoga. We're in the power phase. We're going to do one more power posture. Then we're going to go on to a little more balance. Now to be close to our hour. 8 more. 4, 3, 2. Hold here. You can do whatever you want. Smile, smile, smile. Can you get a little deeper? Make sure you're feeling something. Shoulders over top the hips. 4 times. Pulse, pulse, hold. Pulse, pulse, hold. Yeah, try not to go too fast. Pulse, pulse, hold. Yes, push your knees back. Yes, feel that in your inner thighs. Good. One more. See if you can get a little lower. Pulse, pulse, hold, and rise. Deep squat, crow, another arm balance, whatever you want to do. We have 2 of these left.
If you don't want to do one of these, you can always go to child's pose.
And then find your way back to down dog. I love it. Go girl, go girl. Woo!
Woo! All right, here we go. Let's knock these 2 out. Look to your hands. Step or float to the front of your mat. Half left. Fold. Come back to queen chair. Big toes to touch.
Press your knees together. And now hands to your heart, twist to your right. So sometimes if my back is bothering me, I stay right here. So if you go to the twist and it's bothering you, come back to that prayer. Remember, hips are lower than your heart. 3 more breaths, find your way. You might want to split your hands, you might want to bind. And release, fold forward. Walk your feet a couple inches apart. Take your peace sign fingers, grab your big toes. Keep the elbows wide. And again, I'm going to stay facing this way this time. Watch my chin come to my chest. Relax my shoulders. And now I'm going to start to try to straighten my legs. And then release. Last one. Deep squat. Crow. Maybe you want to get that handstand. Two more breaths. And then find your way back to down dog. And when you're ready, look to your hands, step or float. Half left. Fold. Back to your queen chair. And again, maybe this feels good. Squeeze the knees together. Shift the weight on the heels of the feet. If you want to twist to your left, twist to your left. You want to split your hands, you want to bind, do that. But remember, try to lift your heart higher than your hips. And it's always wonderful if you can smile. Everything's easier if you smile. Yes. And now release, fold forward. Chin to your chest. Slowly rise up. Eagle on your right side. So I get asked this question often. It's better to cross the right leg over the left without taking the left foot behind the left calf, a right foot behind the left calf, if you're gonna do this, okay? So, get up there high, wherever the foot falls, it falls, but make sure the hips are square. Right arm under. And then you wanna lift your elbows in line with your shoulders. The other thing is, eagles stand tall. So don't let the weight come forward Keep the weight, like as if you are putting your back against the wall. The way you get lower in eagle is by bending the left knee and the left ankle. Yes. Find a focal point. Find a place to focus. Good. Keep your arms in a bind. Lift that right knee up to your elbows. Keep your arms in a bind. Shift that right leg to the back of your room. Look in between your forearms. Bounded airplane. And now start to reach the fingertips to the earth. Keep lifting that right leg higher. And now don't come up too quick. Slowly go back to eagle on your right. It's a hard transition. Stay with it. And then release. Hopefully you felt something in that left foot. Take a nice deep breath. Eagle on your left. So left arm under. You can do the arms first or the legs first, whatever works. If the foot goes behind your calf, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Elbows in line with the shoulders, shoulders in line with the hips. Bend at the ankle and the knee to get deeper. Bring the knee up to the elbows. Yes, use your breath. Transition to bounded airplane. Look in between your forearms. Find your focus. Hold bounded airplane. And now start to drop your fingertips to the earth. Keep lifting that left leg. Don't let the fingertips touch the earth. Get as close as you can without touching. Really slow. Back to eagle on your left side. Take a nice deep breath, arms overhead. Hands through your heart. Lift that right knee up. Grab the inside of your right knee or your right big toe, wherever your flexibility is. So if you grab your toe and you stay like this, I'd rather you grab your knee. See if you can stay upright. Reach that right foot forward. Then the right foot goes to the right side of the room. Left hand goes to the left side of the room. To center, you're going to switch hands. Left hand will grab the right foot or the right knee. Whatever version you do is perfect. Reach the right hand to the back of your room and then take your gaze to the back of your room. So every time you make a change in this balanced posture, you're challenging your balance. Come back to center. Arms go overhead. Reach that right leg straight out. Little lifts up. Core, hip flexor. Stay upright. Try not to lean back. And release. Take a nice deep breath. Let's do that on the left side. See where you are on the left side. Lift the left knee up. Grab the inside of the knee or the toe. You decide. So now we're challenging that right side. Strengthening our feet and our right leg. Take the left leg out, right arm reaches, and then look to the right. Bring it back to center, switch hands. Do what's right for you. Left hand reaches to the back of your room, look back to the back of your room. Then you're going to release, arms overhead. Left leg will go straight out. Might be different on this side. Little kicks up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Come to the front of your mat. Let's flow. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Fold forward. Take a half lift into your high plank. Vinyasa back to your down dog. Woo.
Step your right leg through warrior one.
Open up to warrior two. And now triangle on that right side. So with triangle, you're going to feel a stretch in your right hamstring. But we want to feel it on the left side. So do me a favor, look to the outside of your left hand. Float your right hand straight forward to the front of your room if you can. And now twist just a little bit, like you're doing a little bit of a back bend. And now come all the way up. You're going to bring your hands to your hips, fold forward.
So wide forward fold. If you want to take it up, one more inversion, go for it. Bring your hands to your hips. Slowly rise back up.
Go to warrior two to the back of your mat. And now triangle. So again, left hand will float, right arm will reach, look up to the outside of your right hand. Take a little bit of a back bend. And now use your core. Come all the way back to the front of your mat. Walk your left leg forward and come to your back. Grab your towel. You might need it for sweat.
You're going to take your towel in between your hands. All right, we're almost done, but I wanted to finish up with a couple core exercises. So your arms are over your head. Your left leg is straight. Your right foot is on top of your left shin. You're going to come up, touch your right shin with your towel. Remember, chin is away from the chest. You're trying to lift the shoulder blades off the floor. So with having to touch the towel to your right shin, you're going to have to come up, right? Unless you're cheating on me. Don't cheat on me. Don't cheat on me, because you're really not cheating on me. You're just cheating on you, right? But do what works. If that's too much, then lower that leg. You don't have to do this fancy stuff. 4, 3, one more, and release. Switch side. So your right leg extends, let your arms fall to the floor, get a little bit of a rest. Left foot comes to your shin, not on your knee, make sure it's on your shin. And now come all the way up. Touch the shin. If you can touch your ankle, that's even better, because that means you're coming up higher, yes, off the floor, which isn't going to engage more of your core. Your chin stays away from the chest. I love it. If it's too much, then back off. Yes. You look amazing. Four more. One more. And release. Arms overhead. Keep your towel. Stretch it all the way out. Now we did this in my boot camp class, so if you came to my boot camp class, you're going to remember this. You're going to come all the way up full boat with your towel. Good, now bring the towel out in front of your chest. Keep it wide. You're going to bring your right knee in. Go underneath. Left foot, underneath. Right leg, left leg. And now go over top of your head. Slowly lower down. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 more times. Come all the way up. Get your boat first. Reach the arms out. Good. Bring that right leg in and around. Left leg and around. Go back. Woo. Slowly lower down. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. I hope you're feeling this. 2 more. Right leg, left leg, right leg, left, lower down, 4, 3, 2, and release. One more time, full boat. If it's too much for your back, you can always ground a foot in. That's the key with your back. Ground some other body part to the earth. Right leg, left leg, right, left. Slowly lower down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up, full boat. I know, you thought we were done. I know. Aren't these fun though? They're so fun. Both knees come in. Woo! Go back out. Lower down. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 more. Ready? Come all the way up. Bring them both in. Both out. Oh! If you have long legs, I'm sorry. 4, 3, 2, 1. This is when I'm glad I'm short. Come all the way up. Full boat. Full boat. Both feet. All the way up. Lower down. We have 1 more, I believe. 1 more. 1 more. Ready? Full boat. If you don't feel this in your core tomorrow, I don't know how to help you. Woo! You are strong. Lower down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your towel. Bring your right knee into your chest. Left leg is long. And now switch. Left knee in. Right leg extends. Now grab the right knee as well. Pull them towards your underarms. Circle the ankles around. Now, similar to when we did eagle, you're going to cross your right leg over top of your left. You're going to come up. You're going to grab the arch of your foot. So left hand grabs the right. Right hand grabs the left. This is called butterfly. You're going to pull your wings apart. But your feet pull to the sides, not down. Yep. So your knees should be connected in the center. There you go. Keep pulling those legs apart. Now switch your grip. Bring your hands to the top of your feet. Now pull your butterfly wings down, heels to your butt cheeks. Lower your head to the earth. And now slowly release the hand grip. Shift your body weight over to the right. Knees go to your left. Arms squat to the side. You're twisting your spine, so go slowly. Shift your knees over to the right. You can use your left foot to shift your body weight over, and your knees go over to the right. Come back to center, switch legs. Left leg goes over the right. Take your wings out, grab your arches of your feet, pull your butterfly wings apart. Reach up, grab the tops of your feet, pull your heels down, lower your head. See if you connect your heels to your butt cheeks. Your knees are stacked. You should feel this in your hips, in your piriformis. Release your hand grip. Your knees are going to go over to the right. Now shift it. Body weight goes to the right, knees go to the left. Use that top leg to pull that knee down towards the floor. A version of your spinal twist. And then release into Shavasana if you're ready. If you have another stretch, go for that. Heels or to the corners of your mat. Palms face up in any comfortable position that you would like to be in. Shavasana. often people come to the studio, they take a class, they get into Shavasana, and it is actually the hardest posture for many people. To relax, to let go, can be very, very difficult. If that resonates with you, try to take 2 deep breaths and notice whether on that exhale you're able to completely let go. Like in this time in quarantine, for those who have a really hard time with that relaxation and letting go, this can be a really difficult time. And then recognize also as well, before I let you completely go on your own, notice whether you're able to shut down your thoughts as well as your movements. Often finish off practice with a little reading. Most of you have probably heard this. We are all in the same boat. We are not all in the same storm. For some people, it's sprinkling. This is a break. It's a breather. It's a rest. It's a pause. It's a time to reconnect with our families. Honestly, for some people, this has been peaceful. For some people, it's a storm. It's really very scary. It's disruptive. It's enough to make you stay up and watch the news and worry a lot. For some, it's a damn hurricane. It's tearing up boards. It's pulling off roofs. It's washing them out to sea. It's dark and it's unknown and it's life-changing. It's not wrong to be enjoying a sprinkle. It's not wrong to be enduring a storm. But please don't negate the difference. Rest with your family, but don't minimize the hurricane engulfing your neighbor. Laugh at that meme, but get on your knees and pray for your friends who are trying to get through their storm. Once again, as always, thank you guys for joining me today. These videos are on YouTube and on our Facebook channel. We are on our Facebook page. We are trying to offer you something in this storm, whatever storm is yours. Please share it with your friends and your family. I thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Wednesday. We got through another one. I wanted to count this morning how many it's been, but lost track. Thank you, and I hope to see you Friday morning for my Butts and Guts at 8:30.
Thanks, Allison.
Thank you, Kitsy.